this video up ahead, we're gonna be talking about a bot that I had built and launched that generated me 15K in just 7 days time. So I'm gonna be walking you through exactly what this bot looked like, how I used it to generate this outcome, and ultimately a behind the scenes inside look at exactly how to build this bot and plug into it yourself. So I recently put up a poll in my private Facebook community, Unleash CEOs, asking which topic of training they would like to see most going forward. Now, we had a really close tie between two trainings. One ended up just beating the other by a little bit, and we actually hosted that training in our free Facebook community during a live session last week. Again, link in the description if you haven't joined that yet. All right, guys, so as we get right into this video, I'm gonna share my screen here shortly, but I wanna start by giving a quick backstory as to how I was able to make this 15K in 7 days happen in such a short period of time itself without having to have any Messenger conversations, spend any time in Messenger, reach out to folks, do any of that. This was a fully automated process, and it was built upon a front-end masterclass offer. So for me at the time in my journey, this was about 2 years back. I just came off my first six-figure year. I had just come off establishing and launching my core group coaching offer. And once that was established, I decided to come out with a front-end low-ticket offer that was solving one very specific problem in one very specific area, which was Messenger conversations. So what I'm gonna do now is quickly share my screen here as I walk through the post that I used to launch this masterclass and generate all this initial interest, where I took this traffic and moved them to this bot that I'm gonna walk you through and share my screen on here next after this. Without going through this entire post, essentially you can see at the top line, if you're able to see this, I announced, if you want the simple Messenger frameworks I used to close my first 20,000 in high ticket sales without ever having to get on the phone, listen up, because I built a six-figure high ticket business from scratch using these frameworks, and I'm going to give you the opportunity to access it on Monday. So I launched this post basically about a few days before the actual event took place that following week. And it was on Black Friday. I positioned this as a Black Friday special as it was. And I launched it for $47. So I did a whole post explaining the backstory, how it came about, why I decided to roll into this masterclass, what I'll be delivering. We'll jump over here and see a more breakdown on this. A quick recap of everything that'll be included in the masterclass: Messenger frameworks, access to my CRM, my Messenger workflow, my 4 post types that I use to generate an influx of leads, how to track your KPIs, so on and so forth. Show the whole breakdown, and then you can see here at the very bottom, it shows this is a Black Friday special, and since I'm feeling generous, this is only $47 until Sunday at 11:59 CST. And I actually capped the registration off at 50 spots. So quickly after putting out this post, a lot of comments started to stack up. A lot of people were interested in wanting to jump into this and take advantage of this. And to be honest, at the time, it was pretty overwhelming to keep up with all the comments. So I built this bot that I'm gonna go into here next to help take the weight off of me having to do all of the selling, all of the replying, all of the messaging, and instead push the traffic to one centralized bot to do that for me. Now, I actually didn't release this first comment with the link here right away. I was wanting to let comments stack up, let the post get some engagement, and I was delivering this link privately to everybody that commented. So we can see here, there's a lot of folks coming in saying, commenting the keyword Messenger, Messenger, love your work, Messenger, love this amazing deal. And what I would do is use a software tool to reply back to them and then reach out to them and say, hey, saw your Messenger comment on my post. Here's the link to secure your spot. And that link that I was sending them to is the link to this bot that I'm going to go into here now. All right, guys, so what you are looking at here is the inner workings of the exact bot that allowed me to generate this outcome, and the exact bot that did all of the selling for me on this front-end masterclass event itself. So from the outside, at a high level view, this looks pretty complicated, maybe a little bit confusing with all these different lines, all these different scenarios. But what I want to do is actually zoom in and walk through step by step how all these messages tied together and what it would look like for somebody that was actually going through this. So if we zoom into the very first step here, we're going to see that this was started based on what's called a ManyChat Messenger reference URL. So a Messenger reference URL is essentially a link that starts or initiates a bot flow. When somebody clicks on that link, it sends the first message. So going back to those comments that I shared with you on the previous screen, when somebody commented Messenger below, I would reach out to them and say, hey, here's the link to grab your spot. And then once they clicked, they would go into this sequence. So the first message that would fire to them would be, welcome, first name. Sounds like you're interested in my 6-figure Messenger masterclass. Ready to get started? Giving them one option. They click yes. Once they click yes to get started, now the rest of the flow continues to fire. So from here, we can see this connects to the next message. Just want to make sure that this masterclass is going to be relevant to you and your business. So is it cool if I ask you a few quick questions? If they said yes here, it would continue on to the questions in terms of qualifying them and showing them how this would be a fit to help them. If they said no, I actually gave them the opportunity to just jump ahead and purchase this masterclass. Being that this wasn't an event where it's not like I was selling my coaching, my time, or long-term support, where I was really qualifying to make sure like this person's a fit for the program itself, knowing that if this person had interest in getting help with the messenger side of things of their business, this was going to be valuable to them. No matter what industry they're in, what niche they're in, if they wanted to learn how to sell more effectively in Messenger, this would be valuable to them. Some people may prefer to have a conversation and really see if this was a fit for them first, while others maybe just want to jump in right away. So I gave them the ability to pretty much pick and choose what route they wanted to take. So if they said no, what it would do would just direct them to a message from here that said, no worries, want to just skip ahead to the Messenger Masterclass and grab a spot. They click yes, and it takes them to the opportunity to purchase. If they said yes to getting asked a few more questions, the first question that I had queued up for this was, great, do you already have a high ticket offer that you're selling in Messenger? Yes, no, what's that? If they didn't know what a high ticket offer was, I would explain it here if they click this. A high ticket offer is a product or service that's sold for $1,000 plus. I achieved my first 10K month by leveraging high ticket affiliate marketing. Would you like some help finding a high ticket offer that will help you earn 1,000 plus for sales and affiliate? Yes or no, just the training. So again, this is opening up even more opportunities through asking these questions to see exactly where they're at with their business, what they're selling, what their goals are, etc., to where I'm able to even layer in different offers that would be more relevant to them in their business right now. So that was one option for them to choose. And then coming back up to here, if they said, yes, I already have a high ticket offer that I'm selling, the next question that it would take them to is, awesome, what's the price point of your high ticket offer? 1K to 2K, 2K to 4K, 4K plus. This is more so giving me insight going into the masterclass in terms of the folks that was delivering the class to, roughly where are they all at in terms of the product that they're selling. So this was helpful to me to have that information. They shared this here. And then as they click these options, this would go to the next step. So these were all just making tags on what they selected. And that's all I did for this message here, was just tag whatever they selected, add a tag to their contact. So I knew that going forward if I went back to their record. And the third question that came through was, what's the monthly revenue goal? So you're looking to grow to 1K to 5K a month? Or are you looking to grow to 5K to 10K a month? Or are you looking to grow to 10K to plus a month? Again, this is all arming me, the coach, with information that I need to really see exactly where they're at, what they're selling, where they want to go, and what's the gap that's stopping them from getting there. Moving on from this third message. That's a great goal. What's your current monthly revenue now? Under 2,000, 2,000 to 5,000, or 5,000 plus. Now that I've had a snapshot and clarity on where they're at, what they're selling, what's their goal, and where they're at now, all of this is taking them to this final message here as we come back up, which is going to be, based on your answers, the 6-figure Messenger Masterclass is going to be a great fit to help you hit your revenue goal. It's going to teach you the same simple Messenger frameworks and workflow that my clients and I have used to generate tens of thousands of dollars in our online business. Are you ready to get started? Yes. Final message. Awesome. I've invested over 15K plus to hire coaches and mentors to simplify these processes for me. And I'll be sharing all of them with you in this masterclass. Follow-up message sent after that. Sign up below to get instant access to the secret framework, scripts, and actual examples of how I built a 6-figure business through Messenger alone to help you land more attention, leads, and sales now. They click get instant access, and it actually lets them make payment directly inside of this bot. So that it pops up an option to put in their credit card, make payment. Once payment was confirmed, it logged that they had made a purchase. And the final step was to simply point them towards the private Facebook community where they can join that group, get access to the community where the live masterclass will be going down, and get all set up and ready to go there. So it took care of not only just the selling for me, but it also took them in and onboarded them to the private group where I'm delivering this masterclass itself, which was super, super helpful. So as we go back to the full bot and go to the starting step, you can actually see the exact stats here to show you a transparent look at exactly what this bot did. Out of the 144 unique contacts that went through it, 42 of them purchased, which is a very high conversion rate, especially for something that didn't involve any human touch from me. It was fully me setting it up once and then letting it do the work from there. So this bot alone generated just under $3,000 in a matter of basically 48 hours on the front end of launching this first post. Launched this post, all the comments came in, I pushed all the traffic to this bot, and this bot did the work for me, collecting 42 buyers and generating $2,788. I ended up filling in the remaining 8 spots separately, not through this flow, just with folks that reached out directly, just saying, hey, can you just send me the direct link to pay and jump in? And I was already in conversation with before, but everybody else that just commented on that post all went through this bot, and this did the entire selling and all the work for me. So again, as we come out from that bot screen and me walking through exactly what that bot looked like, essentially this bot generated $3,000 without me having to do really anything other than put up a post and automate the initial message to send them the link to go into the bot itself. From there, it generated the 3K on the front end. Over 40 people joined the event through this bot. We had 50 attendees in total in the masterclass. I delivered the masterclass a few days later. And in that masterclass, I went super, super deep in this messenger topic, peeling back the curtain behind all the messenger strategies that I was using in my business right then at that time, how I was able to use those strategies to get to my first 100K a year, and then sharing with them scripts and frameworks to help them get on the same path to doing the same. By the end of the masterclass, a ton of the attendees were blown away with the value that I gave. They hung out with me for 2 hours during the event, and I put an offer in front of the attendees at the very end, inviting them for a chance to join me in my coaching program that was limited to a select number of 4 spots. And at the time, our coaching offer was right about at that 3K mark. So we had 4 people that took part in that live event, that were on the live call the entire time, that loved what I shared, that wanted to work with me at a higher level, and that wanted my support in implementing what I taught over the long term. And that's what I offered them, the opportunity to work with me over the next 3 to 6 months to get hands-on support from me and my team to make the frameworks their own and to help them grow their business. We had 4 people accept that offer, and in turn, this turned this event that started with just being a $47 price point masterclass that generated $3,000 on the front end and $12,000 on the back end of my coaching offer, equating to $15,000 generated in just 7 days' time. And this alone was actually the first time that I actually even tested this flow before. So I built this entire flow, decided to launch it with the offer that I was launching that week, which is the Messenger Masterclass, pairing that front end $47 offer with this new flow that I created to see this come around and generate $3,000 in a matter of less than 48 hours off me literally having to do nothing but put up the post. It was super eye-opening and super powerful to see. And I've continued to use this flow and iteration since then, shared it with my clients. That's the beauty about building this once, is once we build it, we now have the template to interchange, customize, and use in any business that would benefit from this. So for those of you here watching that like the breakdown of this flow, that already have some ideas in mind of offers that you have now that you could use to customize this flow towards to sell your own offer, or you're planning to launch a front-end masterclass offer of your own, and you want to model what I shared here today and use this exact flow, what I'm going to do here in this video is give you the opportunity to plug into this exact automated sequence. You can import this directly into your account, customize it, make it your own, and I'm also going to include access to my 6-figure messenger masterclass, the product that I launched with this bot originally for just 97 bucks. Link in the description will be below to grab this and plug into both these assets. And whether you jump into this opportunity to grab the automated flow in my masterclass or not, I appreciate you watching this video and showing some support to the channel. And it would mean the world to me that if before you head out, if you did enjoy this video, if you smash the thumbs up button, and if you've not yet already, hit that subscribe button before you go, so you're not missing out on any future videos that we drop on the channel itself. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you back on the next video very soon. Any questions or comments on what we went over today, feel free to leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can.